This is a Bro Soup podcast.
Made with real bros.
You're listening to Not So Super Dungeon Bro.
Hello and welcome to Not So Super Dungeon Bros, the podcast where we're here to, quote, record a podcast, but true to D&D fashion, keep having to reschedule due to conflicts. Here are the Dungeon Duds introduced in order from most to least of reasons why we haven't recorded Jackson.
Hello, friends. I am Jackson. I play the role of Jackson here on this season of Not So Super Dungeon Bros. It's good to be here. Thank you for having me.
Second would be Stambaugh.
Wait a minute. Why am I number 2?
You're the second one. I'm the first one.
You know what? I'll have to do some tallying up, go back over these,
Okay, fine, here. Hi, I'm Max. I'm the Dungeon Master. Stambaugh.
Oh, hi. How are you? How's it going?
Great, how are you doing?
Doing all right. Been a bit since we played together, I think.
Yeah, it's weird. Jake.
Hello. Ooh, that's a wrong answer.
What?
You're ahead of Jake?
Yeah. I've got way more vacations, and Jake, my internet's been out twice, and Jake's has only been out once.
Jake is just the most recent one, so that's the only one I can remember.
More accurate.
Okay, yeah. Rjay.
Hey, I'm Rjay.
Oh, and then there's Jake.
Hey.
So it's been a hot minute since we've actually recorded main campaign stuff.
Yeah,
it's true.
Does anyone remember any of it?
I'm pretty sure the last time we played, it was just Jackson and you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had our emotional breaks. It was wonderful.
It's true. I had to play insert music for that, so thanks, guys.
Yeah, it was great.
Jake was in Alaska and I was in Arizona.
Those are very opposite of states.
Yes.
They both start with A, so they're pretty similar.
That's true.
And they're next to each other on the song.
That's true.
Oh my god.
So
they're only next to each other in the song because they both start with A.
They're just polar opposites, that's it.
Oh no, wait. That was the time I was in California.
Okay, way to ruin the bit. All right, what happened?
Okay. Do we want to do a question?
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Hell to the freaking no.
Rjay says no.
Okay.
I say yes.
And as we know, Rjay is in charge of the podcast, so.
That's right, bitches.
That's facts. But give us a recap.
Okay.
Wait, I want a question.
Go to hell.
I can't.
He's already there.
I've been saved.
Here's your question. Why does Jackson suck so much? We'll start with you, Jake.
Hold on.
He sucks so much because he's such a whore. Yeah, and he enjoys it.
I mean, that's the easy answer.
Yeah, Rjay, I'm gonna need some clarification. Is it sucks like penis? Is it sucks emotionally? Is it sucks as a friend? Is it sucks like?
Yes.
It's open-ended.
When I die, my headstone's gonna say, "Here lie Jackson Huffacre. He sucked." Yep. And that's all it's gonna say.
That's so horrible.
So,
it's gonna say he sucked. Yep.
Yep.
And it's gonna have a bust of him with like a open mouth. Like
it's actually gonna say he sucks. It's gonna be present tense.
It's gonna be
a bust of him with an open mouth.
Yeah.
Exactly. And if you put your penis in it, you get all of his treasure.
Yeah. A treasure map dispenses out of the tombstone, and
all of the treasure is stuck together due to all of the semen.
Wow.
The dead semen I killed because I suck. I'm also unpatriotic.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Here lie Jackson. Semen. He sucks.
So not only does he suck, but he's not a lady. He won't swallow.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
But he doesn't spit either. He just lets it dribble down his chin.
Yeah.
Yep.
And how many seconds in we got the cum jokes already?
69 seconds.
69 seconds in, and we have it all.
Okay, recap.
Excuse me.
The party, it was revealed to the party that they needed to go to the Feywild in order to further the main quest line of the game that you are all inhabiting. Not only do you need to do that to keep the main quest line going, but Lark Muckerberg has asked you to do so in order for him to access that portion of the game, because it is a portion of the game that he did not create, allegedly. After you guys managed to make your way to the portal into the Feywild, acquiring some pokey boats on the way, you entered the portal and were separated from each other, going through a number of different portals into different sort of realities, eventually all returning to the same central Feywild reality, at which point you realize that Rjay had been there a lot longer than the rest of you and had made some allies in a number of mushroom folk and had become part of their tribe / their god.
It's also known as Rjay is King.
Rjay is king, according to the mushroom people. Through some shenanigans, the party has, through one way or another, finally mostly met together and has taken off from the mushroom village in one of the flying Pokemon-style boat capsule coins. It's a whole complicated thing.
It's called a Pokecoin, okay?
Yeah, the Pokecoins.
With my mushroom army.
Yeah, I also want it to be known that I have the Inhose coin, and someone else has the boats coin.
Right. So when you flip the coin, it's not a boat that comes out; it's just a bunch of hose.
Yeah.
And by a bunch of hose, I mean like 50 feet of garden hose.
That's not very many feet. That's not a bunch of hose. That's a short amount of
50
hose.
women.
No, not women. No, that's disrespectful to women.
Yeah, jeez. And we're all about respect.
We're all about respecting women. We disrespect men, like Jackson.
Yes.
I
mean.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's a guy.
I guess.
Okay.
I guess. Yes,
nice
with
of you guys.
honorary dude.
I
Rjay.
appreciate you
Rjay does.
honorarying me as a dude. Whatever honorarying. That's making me an honorary dude. Is it because I have a vagina that you think I'm not a dude?
Rjay also has a small mushroom army that has accompanied you. I believe it was 5 mushroom soldiers.
If I recall correctly, it was 7.
Maybe I had them at level. To be honest, I didn't write it down and I have forgotten. So I'll have to go back.
They're at level 5, so
that's what I thought.
I have no damn idea. I was just giving myself more than what you were saying I had.
Okay,
well, I also like to point out that Rjay also has a small mushroom cap.
And that is why I'm king.
So for now, we'll
Tiny
just say an undescript number of
penises.
Penises.
I think it was 5, and they were all level 10.
I'm pretty sure it was 1, and it was at level 1.
Pretty
but
sure your mom's at level 1.
Oh, as you take off in your ship, excuse me, from the mushroom village, unbeknownst to you, there's a small figure flying at you from the distance, quickly approaching to intercept.
I shoot it with my laser rifle.
Go ahead and roll to attack. Jackson, what's your AC?
14.
I can't tell what it is. I just assume I need to shoot it. Sorry, Jackson.
That's fine. How far away do I have to be before you can recognize my white?
He's got to have disadvantage.
Do I have advantage?
No.
Okay, 13.
Unfortunately, you shoot a laser beam from the back of the ship, and Jackson, you see as a beam of radiant energy comes from the boat, and you manage to dip, dive, and dodge out of the way before quickly getting closer to the boat, and as the rest of you recognize that it is Jackson that is following you.
What up, bitches?
Good thing I put a shot across your bow instead of right on you.
Yep, that's what happened. That's
Where's
how
his bow
it
at?
worked. Yeah, where's my bow, bud? I was flying. On with my...
You're in a ship, jackass.
No,
Oh,
he's
really?
He's not.
Oh.
He's flying with his winged boots.
Maybe you
He's
should
got
listen to the
winged
fucking
boots.
DM, you bitch. That's right.
Your
Suck
bow
it.
is your nose.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
bitch.
Okay, fair enough.
Did Jackson level up like the rest of us? Or like the rest of them? I didn't level up last time.
What level are we supposed to be? Because I'm currently level 4.
That
Did
sounds
you guys-
right for you.
Hey, I had a really good adventure.
Yeah, I'm
all by
level
myself.
5. I'm pretty sure that's where I'm supposed to be. And then RJ's ridiculously not.
I'm,
Yeah,
I'm,
I think-
I'm level 5 plus 8.
As I
don't.
dodge the laser rifle, I glow gold, and above my head it says "Level up."
Level up.
Wait, so if I shoot at my companions, I can level you guys up.
You can certainly try.
Only if you shoot poorly.
But Maxwell, do you want me to level up?
Yeah, go ahead and level
All
up.
right.
Oh my
It
god.
is definitely something I forgot to do with you when we played
problem.
one-on-one. Listen, I'm bad at taking notes because I tell myself, "Oh, I'll just listen to the last episode," and then I don't listen to the last
I rolled a
episode, and then I
2.
forget everything.
Hey, that's some sweet HP you got there, buddy.
I know. It's pretty fucking rad.
Wow, dude, language. This
Language,
is a
dude.
fucking kids show.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Fucking
Our,
idiot.
our target
it?
audience is 5 and under.
Yeah, get your shit together.
Okay. I've compiled it into my hands.
I need you to get
Would
your
you
like me to
fucking
do?
head out of your ass,
They're
dude.
the only ones who don't understand our cum jokes.
Okay, no. I mean, I'm pretty sure like any 5-year-old doesn't. Just kidding, no 5-year-old. But like 9-year-old, I don't know. When
That's
did you
why our
guys learn about
target
cum?
audience is 5 and under. When I was,
I was
22.
When you were 22, you're an idiot.
When I hit puberty at 35.
It came out of me, and I was like, "Whoa!"
Why is
Oh
my
my God.
What's
dick?
that?
When I turned 35 and hit puberty finally.
Oh, man.
Anyway,
Anyway.
Jackson,
Yes,
as
sir.
you finish leveling up and you land on the boat with a small mushroom army on deck with the
Superhero
rest of your
landing.
companions,
I'd like to
Is-
fire at him with my crossbow.
Oh my god.
okay.
Just
It's a
kidding.
spy.
Okay. Doesn't seem necessary as he's already on the ship, but okay.
I'm pretty sure my mushroom army would instantly attack him.
They would
Not knowing who he
definitely,
is.
they would definitely give cause for concern
Yeah, they surround me to protect me as their king.
as their one true Lord and Savior.
Mhm.
Wow.
They just start going, RJ, RJ, RJ.
They go Ootini,
Actually-
and they lift
Actually,
him up.
they go, our Jesus, our Jesus.
I don't get it.
They go, "He's teeny."
He's
What you guys don't
Perfect.
understand in the mushroom world, the smaller, the more authority you have.
Oh my god.
That is the only world in which that is
Interesting.
accurate. Congratulations,
realize.
RJ. You finally found your place.
Yep. Me and my micro penis.
Does everyone there drive gigantic lifted trucks and act
No.
angry all the time?
No, we haven't. We don't have that kind of technology.
Okay.
yes.
Gigantic lifted wagons.
No.
Cool.
These mushrooms that surround me, they're huge. That's why they're
big wheeled
In the army.
bicycles.
Yeah,
Little
they're-
bicycles.
I can't remember what those are called, but yeah, the ones with the giant front wheel and the tiny back wheel.
No, it's 2 giant front, 2
Oh,
giant
wow.
wheels. They have
Okay,
to swing onto
so
them from a tree.
at
Alright.
the moment, you guys are currently en route, following the quest marker to the herbs that you have been sent here to collect. Just as a reminder, those are known as the silky flux root. And if you can't remember why
Silky
you're there
fuck
to get
fruit.
the
Got it.
the flilky flux fruit. If you can't remember why you are there to get them, you are there to get them because the kingdom has been stricken with some sort of magical sickness, of which the king has already suffered from and has passed. It has been revealed that this is the only way to cure that, and so the queen has sent you to collect as much of that as possible.
Hey, my notes actually have the silky flux root in it already.
Wow.
Amazing.
Look at me go.
Look at Jake go.
I'm so proud of you.
And we're getting this for Queen Alibaba, right?
No. Alibaba is the website that you go on to purchase a bunch of stuff to sell on Amazon.
Right, that's why we're getting it for them, right?
That joke should have made me laugh
The
that hard.
Queen's in Flatwick. Or Flatwick.
Flatwick, which is the capital, yes.
Yeah,
correct.
And her name is Alibaba.
That's wrong.
No, that's a different continent where they have names like that.
Oh.
You haven't gotten there yet.
Uh-oh.
Al? Maybe Din?
What?
Is her name Al?
No.
Maybe Din?
Maybe Laddie?
All I know is some like Aussie wannabe scholar lives out there in the desert.
I don't know what you're talking about. He has so many master's degrees, several bachelor's degrees.
Oh my god.
And he's not from Australia, he's from New Zealand?
They're all honorary.
Yeah, they're all honorary. His daddy paid for them.
Exactly.
That's a throwback. What a good time.
I'd like to fire a shot at him.
Yeah, that guy is dead.
That guy no longer, his atoms don't exist.
Either because Max didn't understand what he was doing, or because
Max
I knew
exactly
that Doc
what I was
back.
doing.
Spoilers.
Yeah, that was a deep cut for anybody listening to this.
Yeah, man. How's
that a spoiler?
Because I mean, I guess we didn't really ever find out what happened when Doc came back.
Nope, never find
That's
out.
That's true. We didn't get to record anymore that season.
I'm really excited to end this season on a major cliffhanger and just end it. And not give any sort of setup that it's going to be ending, just like have a cliffhanger and then we never get back to it.
I mean, I gotta imagine our fans found that to be the best way to end season 2.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
Zero closure.
Thank you, Thaddy Daddy.
Okay, so my question for you is, are you going to maintain a straightforward course following the quest marker, or are you going to veer off in any way?
When you have a penis as small as mine, it's always got to be straightforward.
What?
I'm not sure what that has to do with
How is
anything.
that connected? How does that make any sense? Like, yeah, I got a small penis, so of course I have to go straight constantly. I can't turn left or right. My life is a living hell. I go straight for forever. What does that mean?
No, I would not detour.
That's a video game. If you detour, you
but
get
not
attacked
because
by
of my
shit.
penis.
Okay, I'm glad to know that it's
curve
not.
left.
Yeah, I'm glad to know it's because you would like to continue and not because of the size of your penis. That's very helpful for me.
I'm glad.
Okay, as you guys continue going through the air towards the quest marker, the ground below starts to change, but not very dramatically. The sort of purple and blues of the foliage that once dotted the landscape around you turn to more of a grassy, open field, rolling hills sort of situation. And after a while, it then turns from that sort of rolling plains into very steep mountains. The difference in these mountains is that they are very, very odd looking. None of them come to a point. Some of them are almost hourglass shaped, where it comes to a point and then connects to another point on a mountain that looks like it's upside down in the sky. There are sort of Pandora from Avatar style floating chunks connected by large vines that kind of wrap around.
Of course there are.
What was that? What was that? Are you okay, Jackson?
I was just really excited to hear that there were vines in Maxwell's game.
Fantasy world.
I'm confused on why you're surprised that I've mentioned vines several times already in this campaign.
I didn't say. I'm just excited. Not
okay.
surprised. I'm just excited.
Well, I'm also excited. I said the word vines.
I know. I can. Your camera's off, but I can see your boner.
How? It's hidden in my massive bush of pubes.
I can feel it.
Okay.
It's a
Anyway.
disturbance in the internet.
He can feel it on the back of his neck.
We're recording together, Max and I am sitting underneath him, or he's on my shoulders.
Or his dick's just that big.
Yeah, it reaches from Utah
It's
to
several
Arizona.
100 miles long.
Yep. It's pretty nice, actually.
It sounds atrocious,
Explains the
actually.
triplets.
That's how he had triplets. There's just so much
true.
cum. Just bleh, amount of cum. Just covers, fills and drips. The whole 9.
Goodness
So what
gracious.
happens next, Max?
So, as you get closer and closer to these mountains,
You people are atrocious.
Not that we don't like the 10-minute segments of cum.
yeah,
No wonder no one listens to our
That was-
podcast.
that wasn't
yeah,
even
it
a
makes a
full
lot
minute
more
of-
sense now.
Right.
It wasn't even a full minute that time. But it had enough content.
I would love
That's
to
for
know the
sure.
statistics for how many people have listened to this season. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
As you guys get closer and closer to these mountains, the quest marker begins to grow larger and larger, indicating that you are getting closer and closer. And as you approach one of the mountains, it's one of these sort of hourglass-shaped mountains, and
Yeah, it is.
you can see in the top portion of this sort of hourglass shape is a large cave, and sitting right in front of that cave is a small quest marker indicating where you need to go.
I fly down there and press the button needed.
You'd be flying up there.
Yep, that one. I fly up there and press the button needed.
It's not a button.
Well, it is in a video game. Press the button to interact.
You're in a virtual reality game. That's not how VR works.
He
Maybe not
blinks
for you.
3 times.
You just walk into the cave. That's how it's an open world VR game. You would just walk in.
I saunter into the cave.
Okay.
Suck it.
Okay. Are the
Sexually.
rest of you following suit?
Yes.
Who's piloting the boat?
One of the mushroom guys.
I just assumed it was Jake.
Yeah.
Seeing as how he's the one that
It's
keeps
cum
it with
bucket.
him.
I'll
Can
guide
KB
the
pilot?
boat.
The boot.
The boot.
The boot.
Don't touch the butt.
RJ, what are you ordering your small band of mushroom soldiers to do in the meantime?
I am ordering them to follow us and protect us from behind.
Okay, roger that. So the 4 of you and the small group of mushroom soldiers disembark from the flying boat at the mouth of this cave. Jake, are you leaving the boat or are you turning it back into a coin?
No, I'm gonna turn it back into a coin.
Okay, you turn the ship back into a boat, or into a coin, rather, and begin making your way into the cave after Jackson, following behind. Jackson, as you enter the cave, if you could go ahead and give me a perception check, please.
Yes, sir. I can do that. 7.
Cool.
Real excited to be there.
It's moist in here. It's a moist
Cool.
cave.
I turn around and go, guys, watch out. It's a little moist.
You're a little more.
Okay.
Okay, cool. As the rest of you follow behind, the mushroom soldiers taking the rear as to make sure nothing potentially bad happens to you from behind. You follow as the quest marker heads deeper and deeper into a series of caves and tunnels. And as you wind through these caves that seem fairly linear, any sort of branches only branch off for a small number of feet before they come to a dead end. And it's very easy for you to backtrack and make your way back to this sort of main tunnel. As you snake your way through this strange mountain, eventually the tunnel system has kind of led in a downward slope. The entire time you've been following it, and eventually you come to what seems to be, from the look of it on the outside, the sort of bottleneck of this hourglass shape. It is quite literally a hole in the ground where the surrounding area. Oh, very nice, moist cave sounds.
The moist caves.
The ground has narrowed, and there's a small hole in the ground, indicating that you need to drop down into it.
How small?
It's probably 5.5, 6 feet wide. I say small, as in
Small for a mountain.
small for a mountain, but large enough for you for sure.
I push Jackson.
When
down
we
it.
look in there, does it look more like a slide or more like a direct drop?
It looks like a direct drop.
I
I
tie
click
a
my
rope
heels
around
and
Jackson.
fly down.
And
I can
Can we-
fly, dude. I can literally
Can
fly.
we see the bottom?
I still tie a rope around you.
From your position, you cannot see the bottom.
Okay, I rip off the wings off of Jackson's boots.
You can't do that, bud, but nice try.
You go to rip off the wings of his boots, but they are magically attached.
Out of curiosity,
Uh-huh.
why?
I'm an ass.
Okay, cool. cool.
He's RJ. What kind of question is that?
Jake, there it is.
There it is.
All right, I want to click my heels and fly down the hole.
Okay, quick question. Why is this voice channel called Being Gay with Max?
What?
I just noticed that in our Discord, and I had to point it out in this exact moment. Otherwise,
I don't know because I didn't change that.
Neither did I. That's fantastic.
I was gonna say it was probably RJ.
That's fantastic.
I did it.
Speaking of RJ being an ass, goodness
I
gracious!
did it when we were talking about your ginormous penis.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That's cute.
that's so sweet.
Thoughtful,
Okay, Jackson,
really.
you click your heels and you jump down into the hole.
Yes, sir.
As you do, a large tentacle
Hell yeah.
comes out of the ocean somewhere miles and miles away.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
I should have never added that.
Yeah, no, that was a rather large mistake. As you
She
drop
said-
down, surprisingly, there are lit lanterns in here,
Naturally.
but they're not fire. They're sort of like this bioluminescence,
Oh, cool.
but only towards the top of this sort of entrance. And as you enter, something strange happens. You dropped down, I'm assuming feet first, in a
yeah,
sort of
I mean,
pencil dive.
Yeah, more like I click my heels, fly, and then I just like slowly down through.
Okay.
Like I didn't just
As you-
cannonball.
Right. As you slowly drop down, you enter this second chamber and you realize that you're not vertical, you are now horizontal as the gravity of this room is different.
Wait.
And as
What? Like gravity's pulling me to the side of the room.
no, so if I wasn't clear before, the hole is in the bottom of a sort of conular
Yes.
shape.
Conular,
You
I
dropped
like that.
down
Shut up,
into
Derek.
this. You dropped down into said hole,
Mm-hmm.
and instead of being vertical like you would have in a pencil dive, you are now horizontal as the perspective and gravity of this room has shifted 90 degrees, and you are now essentially floating as if you were laying perpendicular to the ground.
Okay, so okay.
So you are not being pulled in any direction as you are flying.
Okay, I want to pull a gold piece out and drop it and see where it goes.
As you drop it, what you would assume would drop down towards your feet actually drops back behind you to the
Okay.
ground. And the
I don't-
ground is only like 6 feet below you.
I just fly there and pretend that everything's normal.
Okay, so you're gonna touch down onto what is now the ground.
No, I'm gonna just
You're gonna-
hover there, pretending gravity's the same in here.
Copy that. The rest of you, what are you doing?
I tied a rope to Jackson.
No, you
so
didn't.
Do I notice anything with
All
that?
you did was you say you did. You didn't actually do it. I didn't let you.
Oh my god.
Fine then.
Hey Jackson,
I
that's how this game works. He says he does a
lasso
thing and he does it.
Jackson.
You're gonna lasso me. All right.
Dude, let's get one of our mushroom buddies. We'll lasso him and he can jump down there and see what happens.
Agreed.
Okay, you guys have to roll to lasso.
We'll just tie him with it.
Okay, so you're tying
I'm their
a rope.
king. I just tell him what he's going to do.
Oh, you're
I say, "Hey,
lassoing
bud,
the dart
you."
guy and you're going to chuck him. All right, cool. All right.
I say, dude, we need to see how deep this is. We're going to tie rope around you. You jump down there. We'll lower you down to find the ground.
He does the sort of guttural, strange noises that indicate he's communicating with you, which you all can understand because you've all ingested the spores
Except for
from
Jackson.
this clan, except for Jackson. But he's also not in the room. And as you tie the rope around him and he jumps down, you see him jump down and then immediately be sucked to what you would assume is the side wall of this room. He does not drop straight down as you would expect. He jumps in and then immediately does a 90-degree turn and is almost like magnetically pulled to what you would assume is the side of this room.
Okay, and we can see it, so I yell down to him to see if he can walk back up to the entrance of the hole.
You see he very confusedly stands up, and in your perspective it looks like he's walking on the wall, and he walks onto what you assume is the ceiling and sticks his head at the entrance of the hole, but in his perspective he's still standing, whereas you are standing and looking down. He is standing and looking straight ahead.
I reach down and give him a high five.
As your hand goes through, you feel it kind of pulled down towards where his feet, the direction of his feet. You can feel the gravity change.
Okay.
Can we
Then
start calling the mushroom guys the Fungus Five?
When I realize this, I sit on the edge of the hole and put my feet in.
Okay.
And as the gravity pulls them back to what I would have thought was the ceiling,
Right.
I dive the rest of my body in to flip myself around to be standing in the upside down, right side up, whatever you want to call it in this upside down place.
Yeah, perfect. Beautiful.
Well, it's not upside down, it's sideways.
I
No,
dive
you're
through, do a handspring, and land on my feet.
Give me an acrobatics check.
With pleasure. I'm quite the acrobat. Am I? No. Quit rolling with advantage, you ass.
It's 8.
I got an 8.
You go to dive in and go to attempt a back handspring, but all you manage is a really crappy somersault.
I call it a combat roll, but okay.
All right, that's fair. Derek, I'm assuming you're following
I just
shortly.
climbed down. Yeah.
Okay, you're just going to very easily climb through.
Yes. No acrobatics.
The rest of the Fungus Five follow shortly after Derek.
They actually are cheerleaders, and they do a pyramid, and they dive in one after another, landing in a pyramid upon return on the other side.
I don't have their stats pulled up. I do know we have a stat block for them. I don't remember which one
Would
it
you
was.
like me to
All I
roll
know is they had a
acrobatics for
plus
it?
12 to acrobatics. So.
That doesn't
Plus
sound
12.
right, but
Everything else was -6,
Yeah,
but
every
acrobatics was
other trait was
+12.
negative, but that one.
What if I roll acrobatics for them?
you can roll on acrobatics, but according to the stats which I believe we're using for them, they have a +0 to dexterity. So
They got a 21 on my acrobatics roll.
They got a 10.
they got a 10. Cool.
Hey, they looked better than I did.
That's true. It's sad but true.
Well, that's because there was 4 of them.
So you now have entered a secondary chamber where you have quickly realized the gravity has shifted.
And how
Jackson
bright
is
it in
still hovering horizontally in the air like he's
I
laying
kick him
down.
in the nuts.
I
Nice
lift
try,
Jake up so
douche.
he can't kick him in the nuts.
I don't know how high I am off of your current floor.
You'd probably be like 6 to 8 feet up, like not very high. but
Yeah.
still
Also-
probably too high for Jake to kick you in the nuts.
He,
Not if
he
I-
also
and I
said the
assist
coin
him.
fell behind me, so I'm facing
True.
away from you. You can kick me in the butt.
All right. I point my. Never mind. Let's just get on with it.
Never mind.
Baiting
Just, come
didn't
on.
work.
Okay.
Now I shoot him.
And he takes the shot.
From behind.
You do see that the quest marker leads deeper into the wider portion of this cave. The sort of base of the hourglass, as it were.
I'm a touchdown and start walking there.
You begin making your way closer and closer.
Downtown.
Making your way downtown, walking fast, people pass. Closer
I'm
and
homebound.
closer to the quest marker. Sorry, my brain short-circuited there for a second. As you begin getting closer, could everyone give me a perception check, please?
Yep, or dead.
With pleasure.
Eps.
Hey. I got a 10.
I got a 30.
I got a nat 20 for 22.
16.
Goodness gracious.
I got a 10.
I got a rock.
I
he's
see
got a
rock. I like rocks.
everything.
Pretty sure I do too, Jake.
Okay. Everybody except
Clap your
Jackson. As you guys are walking down, you all hear the music change to combat music.
Oh,
Damn.
snap. Now if I can find my music.
I just keep walking like nothing's different.
What kind of battle music you want? Like,
I don't warn him or
is
anything.
that good?
And I'm definitely
That's acceptable.
definitely humming. Making my way downtown. Walking fast. Faces passing.
It
course he
seems
is.
like Final Fantasy combat music, if I was to say so.
You
I
shouldn't
think
say
you're
so.
probably right with that. As you guys are going, Jackson,
Yes, sir.
what's your armor class?
14.
As as you guys are walking forward, the rest of you, as the music changes and your heads all go to a swivel, looking around to see what's about to happen, and Jackson quietly humming.
1,000 miles.
What's her 1,000 Miles by her last name's Carl?
Richard Ricardo.
Nope. Anyway,
It's a fantasy world. You don't know.
that's true. A large set of fangs seem to appear out of nowhere
Gross.
and bite you in the back of the neck.
No,
What kind of fangs?
it's not where you want those.
Large, sort of arachnid style fangs.
Why? Why is it always stupid spiders? I
Because
hate
I'm the
you.
worst.
I hate you. I get bit and I decide to fall on the ground, pretend to be dead.
I do need you to make a you take 6 piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving
You
throw.
take 6 piercing damage. I need you to take a Constitution saving throw. I got 5, motherfucker.
Okay. You're also gonna take. Jeez Louise.
You also die.
It's about how it goes. When you guys aren't around, I roll good. But when you all are all here, I roll like actual garbage.
I better
So
make
when
sure
no
to be
one's
here from now
around
on.
to see it, you roll good.
No, Max was there. Max was there.
Like I
rolled
said,
good.
when no one's no
Hey,
Oh my god.
he's a person. Why you gotta be mean like that?
no.
After-
he's DM. DMs aren't pretty
After
people.
the
Rude.
6 piercing damage, you also take 21 poison damage.
Well, guys, guess what? I'm not dead, but I'm really fucking close.
Okay, so you're not at 0.
No, I'm not.
It's a good
Okay.
thing we have healers.
What are those?
Yeah, what are those? What are those? And with that, the large ethereal spider disappears.
I'm gonna pretend. I literally fall to the ground, pretend to be dead. Like that is an actual thing that I would like to do.
Okay, you fall to the ground dead, pretending to be dead.
I mean, I have the spell Feign Death. I don't think you do.
No, but I can pretend because acting.
Okay.
Can you give me a performance check to see how well you do?
Of course.
Remember, when people are around,
I got nat
Rolls really
20,
well.
bitch.
Hey!
Hey!
That was
You get bit. You
wasted.
make a guttural noise as the poison is piercing into your bloodstream, and you drop to the ground. And he's dead. That dude's dead. You
I'm
know
pretty sure
he's
we're all
not.
convinced you're dead.
You know he's not because you can see his health bar, and he still
Oh.
has a little bit left in it. But if you wouldn't see that, you'd be convinced. As far as the
Okay.
spider's concerned, you're dead.
I'm gonna cast
Ah.
grease on you. Don't worry.
Oh no!
Why?
Why not?
Fair. Solid rebuttal. All right, are we gonna roll now?
Well, that is my next question. Do you stick around to re-engage with the spider who has dematerialized, or do you rush forward?
Dematerialize?
I would
Yes,
like
different
to
than
shove
disappearing.
a cheese wheel down Jackson's throat to heal.
Okay.
And he likes it.
That's what
He likes it.
I don't know how much cheese wheels give him.
Let me
But,
double check.
As he does it, I open my eyes and wink.
And then I wink back at him and be like, I learned a spell called rope trick.
Oh my god!
Yikes.
That's
Yikes,
very good.
yikes.
I pull out a flute.
Oh, skin flute? Rad.
Do you give him a full cheese wheel?
Yeah, full cheese wheel.
Okay.
Yeah.
The cheese wheel heals you for 15 health.
Hell yeah. That's pretty fucking good. Thanks, dude.
That's the only cheese wheel I had, so
Why did you have a cheese wheel? I don't remember you ever
I
getting
don't
a
remember
cheese wheel.
why, but it's in my it's in my inventory.
Yeah, I think
And
you
I
stole
don't-
it from somewhere.
yeah, like I don't think that's something I would randomly just put into my thing.
No, I think you were like, is there a cheese wheel around? And I said yes, and you took it.
Yeah,
Do I have to roll to see if I'm lactose intolerant in this game?
No.
Cool.
it's a video game. No one's lactose intolerant video games.
Yeah. Not to mention, I never said it was made with milk from a cow. So
Yeah.
Oh no!
It's goat
Hey,
cheese.
Max. Can I
Yeah.
ask a question about the area that we're in?
No.
Okay.
Anyway, no, go ahead.
How far did we walk away from the cave entrance hole? And how big in diameter would you roughly say the area we are in is at?
You've walked 75 feet away from the small hole that you've
That's a-
entered.
Big amount of feet.
And you are now walking to what is essentially the base of the mountain, which is it's mad. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Well, never mind.
Okay. As I said before, do you want to wait until this spider shows back up, or do you want to just kind of rush ahead and avoid it?
Or do we want to fight it? That's three options.
That's the first option. It would be wait for it to come back and fight it.
Yeah,
Okay,
so it's
I would like
dematerialized,
to
so-
prepare an action to shoot it whenever it materializes.
Okay. Anything anybody else wants to do in preparation for that?
I'm looking
Uh,
through all my stuff.
I would also
I'm
like to
going-
prepare an action to shoot it when it comes back.
Okay.
I'm going to pull out a fuzzy ball from this rust bag of tricks.
So fuzzy.
So fuzzy.
So circular.
And
That's a
out
one.
comes a rat.
Get your hand out of my pants.
You dirty rat.
Let's see.
Okay. As you all kind of are you I'm imagining this being like Jackson drops and you all go back to back to back in a sort of semi-circle shape in preparation, all readying your weapons, and then a rat appears and Derek's
That's
like,
right.
get him.
Mm-hmm.
Sniff him out. Sniff that spider out.
Sniff the spider out.
He does have
As you
keen smell.
that's fair. If only he were on the same plane of existence as you.
If only.
As the rat begins sniffing around, the giant spider, this sort of white and icy blue spider, appears with these massive fangs on the front of its face, and it almost is like phasing in and out partially from in front of you. It appears just in front of the bunch of you, and all of you with ready attacks can go ahead and pop those off.
How close is it to me?
It assumed you were down and out, so not very close.
How
Son of
close
a
is it
bitch.
to everybody?
I got an at one.
It's close enough. It's far enough away that you wouldn't have disadvantage on a range attack, but not close enough to hit it with a melee attack.
Can I use a bonus action first?
For what?
So that I can use my steady aim to have sneak attack on it?
I'll allow it.
Alright.
Jake, you fire off and you time it just a little off, and your beam goes through a section of its body that is in that moment phasing sort of in and out. And your beam does hit the side of the cavern, and you all feel a sort of shake
Ooh.
in
Yeah.
the cavern around you.
That can't be good.
And I got a 24 to hit
That certainly hits.
for 32 damage.
Rjay, finish him.
Wow.
I
This is a real
just busted out
baby
my
boy.
crossbow from being all sneaky like, and I shoot him right through one of his many eyes, and you just see the arrow as it goes in, and his whole head explodes.
Hey, I mean, you chose the right eye for sure.
Yeah, and
It
it
was
wasn't
actually
even
the
his
left
brown
eye.
eye. As you causes its head to explode, the sort of phasing that it was in the middle of ceases, and it becomes fully corporeal, and the headless body drops to the ground as its legs curl up underneath it.
Nice.
And as it does, you hear the music doesn't actually change. The combat music maintains as now the entire room around you begins to shake more and more violently. Oh, beautiful. As you see stalactites that were firmly affixed to the roof of this cavern begin to break off and fall. I'm going to need you all to make dexterity saving throws.
Nice.
19. Uh-oh.
That's a 4 for me.
17.
Okay.
Max, can I ask a question?
Yes.
Can I wing my boots from the downed position and like fly away like Star-Lord does in Guardians 1 at the beginning and then grab Derek?
Oh my.
If you can give me a DC 18 acrobatics check, I'll allow you to give him advantage.
I got 10.
Wow. Nice.
You go to do this cool trick, but in the process, the one of the stalactites comes in between you two, and unfortunately, you aren't able to get to him.
Sorry, Derek.
The rest of you, Derek, unfortunately, you're the only one who will suffer any damage, but thankfully, it's not too bad. You're only going to take 1 damage. It just clips you. The one that falls in between Jackson and you just clips
Nice.
you. You only take 1 bludgeoning damage as this giant stalactite falls from the sky. But more continue to fall. Do you wish to... What are you guys hoping to do? What's the plan?
Is that where his laser rifle hit? Is there a hole? Like,
Not necessarily a hole, like, through the wall. More like it's
A
caused
crater?
a large crack.
okay. How large?
Well, it's the diameter of the laser beam, which is, I don't know, it's a laser
3
rifle.
inches.
I was going to say maybe 3 inches.
Fuck.
That's,
And
Can you
then it-
imagine getting
that's,
hit
and then
by
it-
a
that's a
laser?
massive diameter for
that's-
for
That's
I mean,
huge.
the barrel of a laser rifle doesn't have to follow physics.
That's fair. It's fair.
Hey, all right, I'll allow it.
Well then, hey,
That just means I punch a 3-inch hole through something.
just say instead of 3 inches, it's roughly the size of one of our boats and hose.
Or another throwback, it's the size of a women's softball.
We'll say here's what we'll say. It starts more narrow, and as it expands out, it widens.
That's not how lasers work. But okay.
This is fantasy world. Don't tell me how lasers work.
It shoots in the 30-foot. It shoots in the 30-foot cone, you idiot. Or
That's not how
60-foot
fantasy lasers work.
How do you know?
Hey, where's
Because
the
I'm
marker for
fantastic.
this plant we're supposed to find? Can I see it?
It's deeper into the cave.
I run deeper into the cave.
I fly
follow.
deeper into the cave.
I
I
grab
send my
his boots
mushroom
and hang
army
on.
deeper into the
I
cave.
put my hand down
How
and grab
well
Jake.
can we see in this place?
It's pretty dark, but you do notice that the deeper and deeper you get, more and more of these sort of bioluminescent torches begin to light, but not until you are fairly close to them. So from a
Okay.
distance, you can't see very far ahead, but where you are, you can see.
So we can
Bonus
see
action.
well enough.
I
You can
can't.
see
grab
well
one of
enough.
these torches
Okay.
to see if they are the actual plant we're chasing.
They are not.
Oh, okay.
You go ahead.
I'd like to bonus action cast shield on Jackson.
Shield is a self spell.
I think so, yeah.
Do you mean Shield of Faith?
No, I mean shield my balls.
Okay.
Jackson,
He's,
you are
he's
now his
holding on to
balls.
Jackson's
Am I your
Oh wait,
balls?
until
Or
the
it is
start of your
himself.
next turn. Man, this shield spell sucks.
That's not bad.
No, Shield is great.
For that one round.
It's a whole spell slot,
Hey,
but
hey, Max.
Yeah, but it's meant for people with low AC.
yeah.
It's a reaction time too, so screw that. I'm not gonna cast it.
Yeah.
How
Exactly.
are we at like a decline with the gravity slightly?
Yeah, because you are in you're in a cone shape, but you are now, instead of going down to the point, you are going down to the base.
Cast
but we're
grease
also
and slide
walking on
down.
the wall, right?
Cast
Okay.
grease and slide down.
Sweet. I cast grease
How are we gonna get back?
and we slide down. It
walk
disappears
in a
after a
different-
certain amount of time.
And you just walk on
Uh-oh.
a different path. Like the
Yeah.
grease will just go straight.
Obviously.
Okay. Speaking, RJ, of your minions, can you go ahead and roll me 5 dexterity saving throws?
Yeah, I got great decks.
Or let me rephrase that. Roll 5 d20s.
Nope, I'm doing what you said the first time.
Let me clarify. 5 dexterity saving throws for
That's a 71.
71.
a 71. Wow, they all
You
saved.
did
That's
say
beautiful.
5 d20s.
He did roll what you asked him.
You're not wrong. Okay,
A
so
17, a 15, a 19, a 12, and an 8.
2 of the Myconoid minions do take a little bit of damage, but not nearly enough for them to have any sort of concern.
Did you say myconoid minions?
Lycanoid.
Yeah, Myconoids.
Lycanoid. I thought you said
Myconites.
myconoid. I was really
Myconites.
There we go.
They're
I call them the
Myconites.
myconites.
Yep,
They're moldy
Lycanites.
Myconites.
they're moldy Myconites.
That's just one of their names is Moldy Mike.
Moldy.
Fungus
Ike.
Frank.
There's moldy Mike and moldy Ike.
And then there's Fungus Frank, Portobello Peter, and Shiitake Sal.
That's
No.
4. Come on.
So-
Shiitake Sean.
No, because there was also yeah, Shiitake Sean is better. But you said that there's like an Ike too,
And-
or Mike and Ike
Oh.
too.
And the youngest one's actual name is Pooh Baby.
And it's
Why?
I don't get it.
portabella. It's a female mushroom.
Portobello.
We do
Portobello-
not genderify
Portobello-
our mushrooms. They choose their own gender. Thank you very much.
Portobello Patricia. Patricia
just makes
Portobello.
None of them have genders. They're asexual.
Because
You
they're
don't know
mushrooms.
that.
They
Fantasy world.
reproduce. They
They're
reproduce
fantasy
through
asexual.
through mitosis. That's not the right word.
Yeah, that's
Through
not
They're
your
bisexual.
toe jam.
photosynthesis.
No, that's how they mushrooms also aren't photosynthetic.
Your mom's
Fine.
photosynthetic.
They're nocturnal.
They're not nocturnal either. They're a plant. They're not a plant. They're a fungus. Fuck.
They're
We're done.
orgasmic.
Okay.
Huh?
Look at your eye.
Nocturnal. Come here, Google. I need to learn
Nocturnal
some
refers
things.
to when they are awake. They're not a creature.
Yeah, mushrooms are not nocturnal.
They sure sound like a creature to me in this
They
fantasy world.
grow in the dark. That's different than
It
being
sounds
nocturnal.
questionable to me. How do mushrooms reproduce?
Through spores.
How do mushrooms
Spores.
have sex?
Always
Hey,
spores.
mushrooms grow both during the day and at night, so
Hey, the sexual cycle is initiated when a cell using a conidium of the opposite mating type contracts a part of the trichome. True story.
does that mean they're trisexual?
Such contact can be followed by cell fusion, leading to one or more nuclei from the fertilizing cell migrating down the tricogen,
I am
into the
currently flying
ascogyne.
down.
So
I'm
it goes
flying
down their
further away.
tricogyne into their ascogyne. That's what you learned in your biology school, right?
When a mommy
Right?
mushroom loves a daddy mushroom very much.
Daddy mushroom.
Oh my god.
Hey
Daddy?
man, I'm just reading the sexual cycle of fungi.
Holy shit. It wouldn't be sexual. They don't have sex
It
organs.
literally says the sexual cycle of fungi.
Do you call plants having sex?
Yeah,
No. Fertilizing is.
You're acting like I wrote this. It's literally says it. It's sexual
I
cycle.
want to know, what is this website?
It is called Wikipedia.
Okay.
WebMD.
WebMD, what the fuck?
And it is
There's
quoted from Sexual Development Genes in Neurosporosa curasa.
All right,
Yeah.
Professor.
So
There's
suck
a
on
mu-
that.
there's a
Ergo,
mushroom
fungal
called-
genetics. So suck it.
There's a mushroom called the Daedalea. It can be the Daedalea daddy. There you go.
Anyway.
Anyway,
called
you
a
guys cast grease on
dandelion.
yourselves and you start sliding down this giant corridor. I hate everything about what is happening, especially the fact that I have to play with you guys.
Nitrogen starvation appears to be necessary for expression of genes involved in sexual development. Just so you know.
Oh,
So if you want them to have sex, you got to take away all the nitrogen.
hate you.
That's usually what gets me going too. Is like I haven't had any nitrogen today.
The
I'm
more
feeling
you
real horny.
know.
Oh
this
my
episode
god.
needs to be called the Portaboner Mushroom.
Listen, I had a lot of junk food today. My stomach doesn't feel good. If we go much longer, I'm gonna shit myself.
The
Let's go
porta
longer.
Holy hell.
All right, what's up?
I'm not grease sliding, BT dubs. I'm flying.
Okay, the rest of them
I
are
don't
grease
wanna
sliding,
grease
and you are just
Not willingly.
flying.
I'm holding on
I'm
to his
hovering
boots
above
while
him.
I grease slide. To be fair.
Oh,
He's like
gosh.
skating.
And I am
I'm
just
holding on to
walking
Jake's hips.
casually
I'm just
behind my
sliding.
mushrooms army.
The Fungus Five.
Yep.
Okay, as the whole of you make your way deeper into the large cavern, the combat music subsides.
Okay.
Gosh.
And as it does, a more peaceful sort of tone,
Oh, so not
Um,
dangerous mind. Got it.
not dangerous mind, no. A more peaceful toned music comes back, and you hear the sounds of the echoing moist cave
Moist.
as you delve deeper into the moist cave with your micro penises.
Okay. Fair.
Hey,
Oh my god.
there it is.
I can't.
RJ's face when he did that little
fuck.
dance right there. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Yeah.
You got a Portabona mushroom?
No, I need to find a porta body.
Oh, because you have to poop. All right, cool. I thought you said port of body, like
A port
our
of
physical
body.
A port of body. I need to find a port of body. Like, okay. Okay.
As you get deeper and deeper into this cavern,
Yep.
the space begins to narrow once again. Not nearly as much as initially, but to a sort of normal tunnel cave size. And after a few minutes of following this this winding tunnel, I should say, you see the quest marker at a set of very ancient-looking doors in this natural cavern, which seem very out of place, not only because they are doors in a natural cavern, but because the intricacies of the carvings on these doors is immense. It seems like whoever put these here really wanted to make sure that you knew what was going on behind these doors.
They fucking.
I open them.
You go to open them, and as you do,
Nice.
you see in the center of the room is a beam of light coming from outside. And at the bottom of this light on the ground is what appears to be a natural growing garden in a large cave. Somehow, some way or another, plants have gotten down in here, and even from this single beam of light streaming through the ceiling, have managed to grow rather well and rather rapidly.
Before we enter, I would like to spend 2 key points and cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay. So that'll give everyone a +10 to stealth checks.
Don't you mean
I
ass
will-
without a trace?
That's what I meant. There it was. Yeah. That's exactly right. Ass without a trace.
Can
Because
I
there's
just
nothing there.
roll for stealth? That's all I want to do right now.
Yeah, go ahead and roll
Plu-
for
for
stealth
plus
and
10?
roll a 45 or whatever it is.
Now add 10.
That's a 31,
That's pretty low for you, so I'm kind of disappointed.
and that
I
means
got
I
a
rolled a
24.
10.
I got 24.
Okay, did anybody else want to go ahead and roll stealth, or do you care?
Would you like me to roll for my mushroom buddies?
I got 35.
Damn. Sneaky
If you
Jake.
so choose.
They got a 40.
They did not roll super great.
15, 14, 18, 20, and a 13. They rolled really
They
bad.
walk in. Roll the mushroom guys, the mushroom guys.
Don't they just kind of blend in with the garden, though? Like, let's be honest. They can just, like, crouch down, and they're just a big mushroom.
Oh, so they get a +20?
As you open the door, you do notice the quest marker is floating in the center of the room, just over the plants that have grown in this beam of light.
Nice.
Jackson,
You
go
do.
get it.
You do also notice that
You rolled better.
you do notice that
It's floating.
cultivating these plants are a number of hooded figures. And as you enter, they turn to
Sneakily.
see and see that the door has opened. One of them says something to one of the others, and you see one of these robed figures heads towards the door to see what might be going on, as the rest of them head back to work, sort of harvesting these plants from the ground.
I step out into the opening with my hands in the air, letting them know, persuading them that I come in peace, because I don't know who else they can see. And I want them to know that we are there as friends, not foes.
I stay hidden and whisper to Jackson. Can you take me higher?
I don't know.
That plant that's way up there.
I don't know if I can actually lift you while I fly. I don't know the rules on my
Man, you're completely
winged
useless.
sandals.
If you can roll a well enough athletics check to essentially just carry him, the wings are magical, so they'll still carry you.
Okay, I'm just reading to make sure. Oh wow, I can. Okay. All right. You said athletics.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't my best though, bro. I have a +0 to athletics.
Well,
All
maybe you
right.
should be hitting the gym more.
I would like to assist.
Yeah.
I got a 19 though,
Hey.
so
Okay.
that's just flat.
Yeah, you can carry him while you're flying. RJ, you step out into the light, and as you do, this figure that has been walking towards the door, sees you step out and immediately raises his hands in your direction, and you see some sort of
Uh-oh.
glowing magic appear in his hands. No, he doesn't do anything. But what do you say in order to convince them?
I tell him we have come on orders of the Queen to retrieve part of this plant. We are not here to harm anyone. We just need to complete this to be able to have the opportunity to progress forward in our quest.
You hear, or you look
I
over
try
and
really hard not to lie to him.
make a persuasion check.
We are here to destroy you.
That's a 22.
Damn.
Okay. As soon as you say we are sent by the Queen, you see the one with his hands out in front of him, this sort of magic glowing out of them, turns to the rest of them, and you hear one of them say, "Kill him!" And that's where we'll end tonight's episode of Not So Super Dungeon Bros Season 3 Bromanji with a nice little cliffhanger. Maybe
And that's
we'll
the end of
even
the
end the
season.
whole season right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
season
just
4.
kidding. We're not going to do that.
Who's in charge of season 4?
I
You
believe that is me.
Ah.
I believe it's the Wild West.
That was the original plan.
That was the plan 6 months ago. We'll
A
see.
year ago.
Yeah.
More than that, I think.
Thank you so much for listening once again to the main campaign. I'm so sorry it's been so long. Life has kind of gotten a little chaotic for all of us.
Also known as Jackson. Internet goes out.
Hey,
every
Jackson,
day.
RJ, and Jake's internet have all gone out.
just so you guys know, Creed is going on tour later this year or next year.
Boo.
So
I
Creed Bratton
actually
from The Office.
that'd be amazing. My internet was actually out before we started. There's monsoons coming through, and it was out for about 20 minutes, but then it came back, so we good.
Nice.
If you are still with us and you would still like to show your support for us, you can go to our Patreon, patreon.com/NSSDBros, and subscribe to that. If you can't, or frankly just don't want to monetarily support us, which is totally fine, you can join our Discord, which you can find at NSSDBros.com or NotSoSuperDungeonBros.com. That also has links to the Patreon there, as well as some character art and links to some Season 2 merch that we should... I should update. That's my fault. I'm sorry. I've been dropping the ball.
yeah, you're in charge of social media.
We
I'm a terrible
also
person.
It's a huge
we do
Archie
love criticisms on Discord. So feel free to reach out and tell us how much you hate us if you just go in there because you don't like us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you
RJ
just
can't
want to
finish
talk
until you
shit,
tell him bad.
yeah, if you just want to talk shit, it's really the only way RJ can finish. So if you want his marriage to thrive, we need as much shit talk for him as we can get.
And feel free to mention his micro penis. The more you mention it, the quicker he finishes. So, yeah.
It's really the quicker I can find it because I remember it's a micro penis.
That's fair. It is
You
difficult
forget
to find.
you have a micro penis.
Sometimes I just think I have a vagina, okay?
If you want to hear more dick jokes and cum jokes, don't forget there are 2 previous seasons of Not So Super Dungeon Bros you can check out. I think that's it. Anything else from anybody else?
Jake is holding a ruler on his face to tell us how much of a dick he can put on his face.
Well, with all that,
12 inches.
thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Hi guys, thanks for listening to the show, and it's that time where we shout out our most loyal fans, the Godborn tier, on patreon.com/NSSDBros. Thanks again for your loyal support, and here we go. Matthias S., the leader of the mages of Evrion. Joe V., the leader of the pipe layers in the great deserts of the south. Sierra D., caretaker of the Unicorn Ranch. Tatum W., High Elven Lord of the Artistic Bards. Tommy G., leader of the Swamp Pack. Mama T., the mother of goblins. Sarah K., the queen of the damned. And last but not least, Natalie W., the caretaker of Everwood. We really hope she has a good time. Love you guys. Thanks for being part of this. If you would like to have your name shout out at the end of every episode, join us at patreon.com/NSSDBros and join the Godborn tier. We love you. We thank you. We'll see you next time.